Hey guys, so this is going to be a legendary speedrun guide for the level Sacred Icon. I noticed that there wasn't a good dedicated legendary guide for the entire level, so I wanted to make one myself to really share some of my expertise and to give you guys some good starting out strategies for this level. Sacred Icon is a level that is deceptively difficult. The first half of it, everything before the end fight, you can lose time in big chunks to big reverts, and I want to keep that from happening. So I'm going to give you some of my strategies that I use in my runs to help you guys succeed more. This guy will be geared more towards beginners. So I'm going to share some very baseline strategies as well as some more advanced stuff for you guys to ease into along the way. So starting out, if you're just starting off, you just want to walk. Don't do any boosts or anything, just walk. So shoot the Sentinel emitter, and then drop down this tube. Now this is the first of several tubes. Don't really worry about the movement for right now. If you're just starting out, just worry about getting down them. You can copy the movement of other runners later down those tubes. So this is the first of many pistons that we have to open up. And for starting out, you should start learning where you should go on each of these. So on this first one, I'm going to go down into the left. I'm going to try and narrate each of the different pistons as I go, but if I forget, please forgive me. So I'm going to go down into the left. That's what the opening is. And for starting out, we're just walking, doing anything special. Going to walk. We're just chilling. This is very easy, very consistent. You should never really die here. Just make sure to shoot these pistons so you can get down as fast as possible. So this time we're going to go right. So we started off left, now we're going to go right. And we're going to just keep walking. We're just going to walk. This first section, there's some movement you can do, which I'll show you in a minute here. But for the start, I'm just going to show you guys how to walk. Nice and slow and simple. So you're going to want to stick this grunt body right here with a grenade to get a grenade boost and pick up this plasma rifle on the ground to dual wield it. It should give you a nice little boost here. Very easy thing to do starting out. Now camo here, so you have full shields in the next section. I want to unload on this piston, and we're going to go left. So we went left, right, left. And we're going to keep walking. This section is very easy. Just hold W. Nice and simple. Jump to this little gap here, like that. The next piston, and now we're going to go right on this. So we went left, right, left, right. That's an easy way for you guys to remember this section. Now we're going to start the enforcer fight. So in this fight, there's these four things. I don't even know what they are. They're these locks that we need to shoot to have them lift up. And there's four of them. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. There's a big enforcer here right in the middle looking at us while we're doing this. So you want to shoot these two as you're dropping down. And then once you get onto an even level, you're going to shoot these other two. And that will cause a button to pop up that we need to push to cause the level to progress. So let me do that. So shoot this one just like this. Once you hear it, so you hear that little tone, that little booming sound, that's how you know they're about to go up, and they go dark blue as well. Hit that one. There's three. There's four. Now it's going to cause this button to pop up. I like to pop camo so it doesn't shoot me. And pops up, and I hold E, and then I hit it. Nice and easy like that. So once you hit that button, it should cause all these enemies to explode and allow the level to progress. Now, sometimes a sentinel will survive that and will be flying around here. So just be ready to shoot him just in case he does. You want to be full on grenades here. So let me wait for this to go away. I want to be full on grenades here. So how many grenades do I have? I have four, but just in case if you need a new grenade, there's a new ones up there. Also one right down here. And that is the first part of this level completely done. Nice and easy. So I'm going to show you guys a different path that involves some boosts. So the beginning's the same, except you grab the plasma rifle. Just want to jump in like this. It's a little bit more of an advanced route that I'm going to show you guys that you can start off doing if you want to, but I would recommend just walking it first just to get a feel for the environment and what you're at, where you're at. Once again, going to the left on this first one, like this. You can drop the plasma pistol, grab the plasma rifle. Now you want to do a boost off of this sentinel emitter by throwing a grenade at it. And that should boost you right into this little cavity here. Now, and it'll allow you to do a slide jump further. Now, you might notice there's a sentinel in our way who's really, really not supposed to be there. So let me show you guys a little way to get around him real fast. So being the exact same, pick up the plasma rifle, shoot this. Picking up the plasma rifle and dual wielding allows you to have a little bit more consistency and a little bit more speed at shooting the first piston. It's not totally necessary. I just like to do it because it's, why not? Once again, we're going left. We drop down here. So to avoid that sentinel, I'm actually going to throw a grenade to kill him, and then our grenade at the sentinel emitter. It'll give us a nice little boost just like this. Allow us to get to this piston a little faster. Now we're going right. So first we went left. Now we're going right. Nice and easy like this. Grab more grenades there because we'll need them in a second. It's all the same as that first shot I showed you. Nice and easy. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to stick this grunt and grab the plasma rifle. So stick him. Plasma rifle. Get a little boost. Nice and easy. This next section is exactly the same. Get a camo early. And we're going to light this piston. like that. Now we're going left, went left, right. Now we're going left. Once more. Now we're going to do the same exact launch, except no first grenade. So throw your grenade, make sure you hit dual wield again, and then you're going to launch. That was kind of a bad launch, but you get the idea. Now we went right, left, right, left, right. We're going right here. Now we're going to do this fight one more time. Nice and easy, just like that. Gonna camo. This guy does shoot you a little bit after your camo, so you gotta be careful. Hit the button, and nice and easy like that. And that calls all these guys to explode. And you've gotten to the first part successfully. Nice job, guys. So those Sentinel launchers that I did aren't. Oh, then there one survived. So just like I said. So just gun him down. They're super weak. They die to the plasma rifles really easily. So, take a drink of water. That's that first section done. That section's super easy. I wouldn't really focus on it too much. You'll get good at it as you go. But now we're entering the second part of the Sentinel wall. This section is nothing you can do. An auto scroller. Just kind of have to wait around. Just kind of chill. So drop your plasma rifle right up here because we'll need it later. Only have one plasma rifle in inventory right now. Now I'm going to pause real quick. So when this door opens, this door right here at the far end, there's going to be an enforcer that's right there. Do not start shooting him immediately. You're going to see his graphics kind of pop out. Like the graphics going to change. It's hard to describe. And that's when you can start shooting him. Because when the door first opens, he's actually invincible. You have to wait for his graphics to change before he is actually able to be damaged. You'll see what I mean in a second here. This debris is kind of in a bad spot for me, but that's okay. Stand right in front of it. That'll come out right above here. So you can see his graphics pop. There. It popped right there. And now I can start shooting him and damaging him. I want to target the legs first. So half draw, sometimes Tardos will help you, sometimes he won't in the Phantom. It's really annoying when he doesn't, but it's fine. Don't need it. Shoot the legs. And now we're going to shoot these little thingies like right behind his shield. We're going to start shooting those. And just like that. Now you should aim to kill that Enforcer using 3 magazines of a carbine optimally. If you take more, it's fine. Jump up on this thing. Our plasma rifle's not there. That's unfortunate. But now we're going to jump up here. So killing that enforcer causes starts a timer. And after that timer's up, this door will open and we can proceed. Now, a bunch of sentinels are right here, and they can kill you pretty fast. So we're going to camo when we go through this. The camo got popped. That's okay. Jump on this upper ledge, just like I did. And we're going to progress to the level. Nice and easy like that. That section is not that difficult, but you can die there, and it's very, very frustrating. So do a 180 here when you drop down. Now a bunch of flood are gonna run out of this hallway in a second. I'm gonna camo really, really early, like surprisingly early, because they can see you from far away and they can shoot you. Camo right here. These 4 flood run out. Nice and easy. Shoot this piston. Throw a grenade at those guys so they don't follow you and run a checkpoint. Okay, grab our shotgun. Hopefully get a checkpoint. We should. There we go, just like that. Okay, now this next section is the carrier hallway, and this is probably the hardest part of the level before the end fight. You can lose a lot of time here to just multiple reverts, so this is a section you really should practice a lot because it is quite difficult. I'm going to show you 2 routes here. One of them involves a shotgun boost and one doesn't. The one with the boost is more consistent, but it may not be as beginner friendly. If you don't know how to shotgun boost, by the way, I would recommend learning, or at least like having a cursory knowledge of how to do it before attempting the shotgun boost route. There is a guide how to do that in H2 links, so I would recommend you guys check that out. For this first strategy, though, jump up on this little lip and take a shot with your shotgun, and then jump across this section right here, and camo in midair as you go. Now, in this next section, there's going to be 2 little halls here. One has a carrier form in it, and one doesn't. I see there's no carrier form spawning right here, so there has to be one there. So I'm going to take this right route where there's no carrier, just like this, and I'm just going to walk, and I'm going to kill any flood that get in my way with a shotgun. So this guy, I'm going to kill him. Now throw a grenade right here. That'll kill this carrier in front of him getting in your way. Shoot this piston, and then we just stroll on through. Nice and easy. Now, that looked pretty comfy right there. It looked pretty easy, but that little route is very dependent on spawns. You can get a lot of flood spawning in your way, and that can cause problems for you, or they can shoot you from behind, or a couple other things. So I'm going to show you a second method that involves a shotgun boost. Now it starts off the very same. Jump on this lip, take a shot, jump over, camo midair. Nice and easy, just like that. Now we're at the same section again. Now there's going to be the same thing where one area carrier spawns and the other carrier doesn't. For this method, we're going to go to the hallway where a carrier does spawn. Ignore that guy. We're going to hit a nice little shotgun boost there. That'll carry us past this guy. I actually got really lucky there, but it's fine. Grenade, and we drop right down. So in that section, you may have noticed there was a shotgun guy that jumped out like right next to me. That is one of the unluckiest things that can happen in this section. It's completely random. You can just die sometimes to that spawn. There's no way to really avoid it. Sorry. I actually got really, really lucky there, and he missed on me, but he would have killed me had he hit me. So be mindful of that spawn. You can see it on your radar, but get used to dying to that guy because it will happen at least once. But let's move on. This next section. So in this next area right here, there is a shotgun guy that can spawn right behind this wall I'm aiming at. There's a shotgun guy that can spawn there, and he can one-shot your ass. So we're gonna camo. Yep, there he is, right there. He can one-shot your ass if you don't watch out. So I like to camo there just to be safe. I want to shoot this next piston. Nice and easy, and let's get into the next section. You should get a checkpoint like right here. So in this next section, these flood can be aggroed on you for some reason, like pre-aggroed. I don't really know why. I think it's related to aggro in the previous area. But just be ready for that. Be ready to adapt in case they're alerted to you. These guys are not alerted to me right now, so I can just walk on through. If you take this path, the flood should never notice you. You just stroll on through, no fighting needed. Then on this bridge, we're gonna start shooting just like this, and we're gonna hit a nice little shotgun boost off this next carrier form. Shooting attracts him, and then we get the boost. Just like that, nice and easy. That boost is totally optional. You don't have to do it, but it obviously is faster, and it looks pretty damn cool, so I like to do it. Now right here, you're going to swap your shotgun for the sentinel beam. So you have sentinel beam and carbine now. Walking through here. There should be no danger here. Just walk on through. Not a care in the world. I'll move on this left side here. Now shoot this piston. One more piston after it to shoot. Just like that. I'm going to do a totally optional grenade right here. Don't need to do this at all. I just like doing it because it saves like maybe half a second. It's kind of funny. That piston drop down. Now, this is our first instance of extended tubes movement. So in general, for the tubes, you want to move from corner to corner to corner. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second. Want to move from corner to corner, corner. Ooh, I did a bad job of it there. But want to move from corner to corner, just like this. And that should allow you to get pretty good momentum heading down. I should disclose, I'm playing on console right now. I'm on current patch. The current patch physics come into play here, where these tubes are actually much slower for me than they are for down patch users. Your tubes may look significantly different from mine. I'd advise that you practice this movement just to have a good working knowledge of it, as it is a big time loss if you have really bad ones. Like those are bad tubes right there. So now there's gonna be a carbine on the ground right here, past my save and quit button. I'm gonna swap out my plasma rifle for that, and I'm gonna camo. A bunch of flood in this area. I want to avoid. I'm gonna walk in sort of a diagonal path here while shooting the piston. Grab the sword and then drop down. You shouldn't die there very often, hardly ever if you take that path. Now same thing here with these tubes movement. You just want to do this. You want to crouch right before you reach like this lip. You want to crouch and uncrouch and allow you to clear that lip without losing a bunch of momentum. Doing a much better job of it here, just going corner to corner just like that. And now we're outside. So there is a dedicated guide to this outside fight in H2 Links, so I will not spend too much time explaining this. If you guys want more information, you can go to that guide and it'll explain the fight in full completely. I'd highly recommend you check that out. It's a very comprehensive guide. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to play the fight out once, how I normally do it. So you get your checkpoint, and you want to do a sword fly off of things in this area. Now, there's a few different spawns you can choose. The one that I have my red reticle on is the best spawn, the fastest spawn. But the problem is you have to hit the sword fly immediately. Like, I'm already too late to hit the sword fly on this one, so I'm not going to hit a fly here. I'm going to hit a fly on the carrier that's like over there instead. So these things are here. You kind of want to kill them to make sure they don't shoot you. Hit a sword fly there. Camo about here, because there can be a carrier right here that can kill you. And you want to sword slash all these guys. Now, in this next area, there are going to be 5 flood. There's 2 here, and there's 3 sort of off to the side that you have to kill in order for the fight to start. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The best way to do it is to use your sword. I stick that guy, throw that guy, that's 3 dead. There's 4 right there, and now this is 5. And as you can see, you know the fight is starting when the elites jump off the turrets and come out to the starting area, just like this. Now, a problem with this area is that the flood from the previous area can follow you in here. You don't need to kill them for the fight to start, but they are kind of annoying. And there is a spawn with a shotgun, so you need to be careful because that shotgun guy can just whack you, and he will kill you super, super fast. But to start the fight, there's a little like trigger you want to stand in right about here. And when Half Draw starts talking to you, he says a voice line. He says, "Arbiter, what are you doing here?" That's how you know the fight has started. So I'm going to do that. You want to stick these turrets so the enemies don't get on, or your allies don't get on them. There's the voice line. So once you set that voice line, know the fight started. Now I want to kill all the rest of these guys. Don't get in my way. That's the shotgun. I should have died there. Okay, so once you hear that flood scream, you know there's going to be a wave coming up. And there's 6 waves. This is explained more in depth in G-Pro's tutorial, so I'd recommend you watch that. But for this guide, there's 6 waves, and you'll never get the same wave twice. So you can sort of learn which wave that you've got by looking around. I have that wave, so I'm going to do this. Do the proper countermeasures. Now, one thing I can tell you is you should give BRs or carbines to your allies, because they are actually very, very effective with them. So one thing I like to do is give a BR to Half Draw, if you'll take it. Thank you. That'll help you out a lot in this fight. So I have 1 wave down. And one thing you can do is keep a mental tally in your head of how many waves have gone by. Like, now I know that 1 wave has gone by. This is my 2nd wave. Okay, is this one of these waves up here? This is wave number two. That's a rocket. Be careful. You're going to learn where the rocket launcher flood are very, very fast on this. Trust me, because you will die to them. They will snipe you. That's two waves down, so four to go. I'm going to hit these boxes down so my enemies don't hide behind them. I'm going to jump in the sniper's nest. This will keep you safe from a lot of the enemies around here. Okay, where's my wave? There's my wave. Now, one thing that can happen is these flood can get stuck. This is a Halo 2 anniversary specific thing. The flood can get stuck at the bottom of the holes, and that spawn right there is a prime example of that happening, of like where they can go. That hole is a very known spot. Here's my third wave. There we go. Keep you guys in the face so they don't. I get a little time save here. Okay. See my waves up there. The rocket launcher spawn, you'll learn to love those guys. That was sarcasm in case you couldn't tell. Check. So you see that how there's like a spot on my radar? That means there's an enemy down in this hole. Remember I talked about guys getting stuck down here earlier? This is what I was talking about. So throw a plasma and a frag down there and that'll instantly kill them. If you're wondering why the next wave isn't starting, it's because there's flood hiding. So the way that the waves work is the game checks for, I believe it's one or less flood alive in the previous wave, and then it spawns the next one. So you want to kill the flood as fast as you can. Hey, there's the next wave. Kill these guys. These guys like to get stuck up in this area, so be careful of that. Now I see on my radar that there's one more down here, so throw a plasma and then a frag grenade, and that takes care of him. Just like that. Kill the bodies. Destroy the bodies whenever you can, just because it makes things go easier if there's any popcorn flood running around. So by the way, hitting a carrier that's fallen over with a plasma grenade will cause all the popcorn to explode, which is very, very useful because you don't have to clean them up. And that's all of them. That was all six waves. So in order to end the fight, you want to have all the popcorn dead. So make sure you look around for popcorn. And then you kind of want to stand in this general area, make sure everything's dead, and then it should end. Be fast. So if the fight doesn't end in about 10 seconds, you should probably look around and see if anything is alive. And that was Sacred Icon. So that was a nice, like a quick and dirty guide. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you're able to glean some information from that on my mindset and how I go about this level. This is the level where you can lose a lot of time, actually. In your runs, you'll be coming off the regret fight. Your heart's pumping. You know, your adrenaline's pumping. You're going, and then you have a really bad Sacred Icon. That's happened to me so many times. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've gotten a really good regret and then a terrible Sacred Icon. So please practice this level. It may seem boring at first, and the first part can be pretty boring, but you have to drill it. You got to be good at it. Otherwise, I promise you, Sacred Icon will throw you on your neck, and it will do it without warning. So I hope you guys enjoyed that quick and dirty tutorial. I'd highly recommend you go check out GPro's End Fight tutorial after watching this to give you some more information and some more nuance about the waves. I gave you some very baseline level information about the wave fight in my tutorial, but I'd recommend you go over there for some more in-depth stuff. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section or ask in the Halo 2 channel of the Halo Runs Discord. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out.